Namaste Bittiya. Myself JVN Neha Saini from Anatomy Department of Physiotherapy and Diagnostics under Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Today I will discuss about the adductor canal. Adductor canal is also known as Hunter's canal because it was discovered by John Hunter. Also it is known as subsartorial canal because it is lying just beneath the sartorius muscle. It is a trough shaped intermuscular tunnel. It lies in the medial aspect of the distal one third of the thigh. The red line in the image is showing the approximate location of the adductor canal. It starts from the apex of the femoral triangle as shown in the image. The triangular area is the femoral triangle. It starts from its apex. So this is the femoral triangle leading to the adductor canal. It terminates at the gap in the adductor magnus muscle known as adductor hiatus. So this is the terminal point of the adductor canal. This is the aponeurotic opening, osteoaponeurotic opening in the adductor magnus, which is the last point of the adductor canal. Now the boundaries of the adductor canal. On the anterior side, it is bounded by the subsartorial fascia with the sartorius. So this is the highlighted muscle in the cadaver. This is the sartorius muscle that is forming the anterior boundary. This is the sartorius muscle. It is taking origin from anterior superior iliac spine and inserted on the medial aspect of the upper part of tibia. Then laterally it is bounded by vastus medialis. This is the vastus medialis forming the muscle of front of the thigh. Then posteromedially it is bounded by adductor longus in the upper part. This highlighted muscle is the adductor longus muscle. This is the posteromedial boundary. This is the adductor longus muscle in the upper part. Adductor longus muscle is originating from the anterior aspect of the body of pubis and inserted on the linea aspera. Then again on the posteromedial side in the lower part, the boundary is formed by adductor magnus. So this is highlighted muscle is the adductor magnus muscle. This is again the adductor magnus originating from ischial tuberosity as well as ischiopubic and inserted on the linea aspera and the adductor tubercle. So here we have summarized the boundaries anteriorly, the subsartorial fascia with the sartorius, laterally the vastus medialis, and posteromedially the adductor longus in the upper part and the adductor magnus in the lower part. Then come to the contents of the adductor canal. The adductor canal contains the terminal part of femoral artery, the terminal part of femoral vein, the deep lymph vessels, the saphenous nerve, nerve to vastus medialis, and the terminal part of obturator nerve. So this is the femoral artery. It is colored with red color, and this is the femoral vein lying lateral to the femoral artery. So femoral artery is lying anterior to the femoral vein in the adductor canal. This is nerve to vastus medialis, another content of the adductor canal. This is saphenous nerve. Nerves are colored with yellow color. Now comes the applied. Adductor canal compression syndrome. The entrapment of neurovascular bundle within the adductor canal. This is the adductor canal compression. It is a rare condition and it occurs as a result of hypertrophy of adjacent muscles, commonly vastus medialis. This is most common in young males. Clinically, the patient may present with intermittent claudication symptoms like pain on walking, more common due to occlusion of femoral artery. And the neurological symptoms include pain, numbness because of entrapment of saphenous nerve. Then the second applied is adductor canal block. Local anesthetic is administered in the adductor canal to block the saphenous nerve in isolation or together with nerve to vastus medialis. It is used to provide sensory anesthesia for the surgical procedures involving distal thigh and femur, knee and lower leg on medial side. Sartorius and femoral artery are used as anatomical landmark to locate the saphenous nerve. And this completes our topic, the adductor. Now the questions related to the adductor canal which can be asked in your exams, either internal or external. The first question is discuss about the adductor canal under the following headings. So the headings are boundaries, roof, floor, contents and the clinical anatomy. So we have to discuss in these headings and draw also the appropriate diagrams related to this topic. Then this is the exercise for you people, and you have to draw this diagram in your files. This is the well labeled diagram of adductor canal. So in this we can see the boundaries, contents in the transverse section as well as in direct view. So we have to draw this diagram in the file, and this will complete your topic, the adductor canal. Thank you.